I've not made a short film in 2 years. I started this channel after I graduated college because I didn't know what else to do. I tried to find jobs in my field, but finding a job doing video editing, videography, or whatever, it's very difficult. So I thought, well, I like making short films. I've done YouTube before, but let's give it a really good try and see if I can be successful doing that. At the time of creating this channel, I was working at Chick-fil-A, and I wanted to be the point that I'm not working at Chick-fil-A, because I was working at Chick-fil-A throughout my time in college, and I was just getting to the point that I was just like, well, it's time to move on. So I started the channel, and I had heard that to be successful on YouTube, you need to be consistent. I knew that I could not do more than one short film in a week, so I kind of decided that I would do once a week, and that's what I did. And the first week I did that, it went pretty well. I was pretty happy with how the video turned out. My brother helped me out, he was in it. And then the second week, same thing. It went well, I was happy with it. But then you get to the third week, and I planned the video out, and it just didn't work out how I wanted it to. I planned it, everything, but I couldn't really figure out the ending, and I was getting to the point where it's like, well, I just need to go out and film. I've kind of improvised things. I kind of know that I'm pretty good at working with what I have and kind of getting something in the edit. So I just kind of went like, let's just go. I'm going to go film with my brother and my cousin or a friend, because it's happened a few times. But I went out and I filmed and finished it, went to start editing, and I just knew that there was nothing that I could make of what I filmed. So what I did was I took a short film that I made in college, and I repurposed it, fixed it, tweaked it, whatever, and I put that on YouTube. And that kind of bought me time, kind of allowed me to meet the goal of a week and move on to the next week, try and come up with another idea. And the same thing happened the next week. I did the video and filmed it, and it was just kind of not planned out very well, and it just didn't work out. I couldn't make anything of it, and I didn't really have a final product or anything. It didn't work out. So I scrapped it and posted another school project video. So I kind of took a step back, and I gave the next video some time, allowed myself to plan it out and all that, and that worked out pretty well. I was happy with it. And and then it was like, well, it's on to the next one. Throughout all of this, I was really focusing on how many viewers I was getting, how many subscribers, how many likes, and it was just not really good, because I was just thinking, well, yeah, I'm happy with how these videos are doing, but I'm not really being successful. I'm not getting to the point that I could just do this. Obviously, I'm not even at the point that I'm making money. But yeah, so I still kept on trying to post videos. I kind of abandoned the whole weekly videos. I posted some video essays because they were a little easier to do, and I was happy with how they did. But then there was like other times where I tried to make videos and they just didn't work out. I even did one video where it was just me. I played two characters, but I just didn't like how it turned out. I'm not a great actor, but any video that I'm in, I think it's all right. It kind of meets my standard to a degree. Ideally, I would not be acting in my videos, but it's hard to find actors. But anyway, this video I posted, it wasn't at my standard. So I ended up privating it, because I was just like, it's not what I want. After that, the last thing I posted on my channel was another school project. It was a movie trailer, made it like it was for a real movie, but it was not a real movie. And I tweaked that up, fixed it, got it to be better than what it was initially, and that was the last video I posted. But I did try to redo the trailer completely, kind of change some things and stuff. Got my brother back to do it, even got a girl to be in it, and we filmed it. But as much as I tried to learn from my mistakes of not planning, it still was not planned enough, even though I planned it more than I've ever planned anything. Any other video, not anything, but any video. maybe anything, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't post that because it wasn't there, and I was just burnt out because I was pushing myself, and it wasn't going well, and I was just kind of losing my passion for it. So I ended up deciding to take a step back and go back to trying to find a job in my field so that I could leave Chick-fil-A and maybe once I have a job in my field, do short films on the side. And that was my goal. So I went and I did freelance to see if that would kind of open any doors. And I did that from when I ended the channel, so like August 2023 to November 2024, when a job through doing freelance kind of fell in my lap. You would think that once I have got that job, that I would start doing short films again. But there was a few things that kind of stopped that. The main thing was that the job, it was an editing job, and it was not the most consistent schedule for a job. I didn't really know when I'd be editing something, and it was just difficult to figure out when I could work on short films. But yeah, so I worked there for 3 months, and then I got a job that was much more consistent, much more like a 9 to 5 job. Still, I did not make any attempt to start doing short films again. Throughout all of this, even working through at Chick-fil-A and trying to find a new job, I would just tell people that I'd be like, I want to get back into doing short films. I'd tell people this over and over and over again, but I'd still do nothing. The job that I got after the first editing job, I still work there, but the first year of working there, I continued to do this. I would just tell people, I want to get back into short films. But I'd procrastinate. I would go from binging one show to the next. I would 100% video games, and I would just keep telling myself, once I finish this show, once I finish this game, I'm going to start making short films again. But I'd go from one show to the next, one game to the next, and yeah, and I just did that throughout all of this. But yeah, I was just doing that, and then also I would just be like, making short films is difficult. I had a sedan at the time when I was making short films, and it's just hard to get equipment and haul it from home to where I'm filming. So I was like, I need a bigger car. I'd also be like, it's hard to come up with ideas. It's hard to find locations. It's hard to find actors. But yeah, so I would just keep telling myself that, and I'd tell people that I want to make short films. And I just got to the point that I was just tired of saying that and then not doing anything. But the first kind of step that kind of got the ball rolling to me finally making a short film, which, I mean, as you could see by the thumbnail, I finally did it. I started to set goals for myself. This was January 2026. I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions, at least in my kind of trials of it, because I've always been like, I'm going to do this by the end of the year, and then I just never check in, and by the end of the year, I have done none of it. So I thought, well, let's set a bunch of goals and then check in daily, and then also check in by the end of the month, depending on what month it is. So I set a bunch of goals, one of which was that I would stop playing video games as much. I set the goal of, I'm not going to play video games more than 2 hours per day, and as I did that, I kind of went down on the time, and it got to the point that I wasn't even playing video games during the week. I was allowing myself to be bored so that I would actually be able to go and work on short films and start that. And then the other thing was that I would go to the gym every single day, because I had gone to the gym, but I would take a day off and I would stop going to the gym for a long time. So I was like, I need to go to the gym regularly every single day and then build that habit. So I did that, and that's worked, and I didn't skip a single day for a month. And it was great going to the gym every day, because I was like, well, I don't want to go to the gym. But I was kind of denying myself and forcing myself to do what I didn't really want to put effort to do. And it helped. And it helped with me kind of taking steps to making short films again, because it's the same kind of principle. But yeah, and the last kind of goal that pertains to this was that I would make a short film and post it by the end of the month. Set the goal at the beginning of January 2026, and I wanted to have it done by the beginning of February 2026. So I started taking the necessary steps. I came up with the idea, workshopped it, made a shot list, found out where I was going to shoot the video, who was going to be in it. It ended up being just me. So did all that, and then I actually filmed it, edited it, and then the biggest thing for me was color grading, because I just have struggles with that. It's something that I'm trying to get better at. But looking at it, I posted the video a month after I wanted to. So I wanted it done February 26th. It ended up being done March 2026. And whenever I made the goal, I didn't want to fall into the same trap as I did before and wanting to have a video done every single week. I didn't want to have this video done by the end of the month. I did, but I wasn't going to be like, well, I failed if I don't get it done in a month. Because the main thing I want to do is I want to make a short film after not doing it for 2 years. So that is kind of how I was determining success in that venture. So, yeah, I finally posted the video, and that's kind of going into where I see this channel going. I'm not going to try and post weekly, definitely not. And I'm not even going to try and post monthly. Maybe I'll aim for it, but I'm not going to hold myself to that. I'm going to just try and post as regularly as I can. I want to give the videos the time they need. I need to plan them out as much as I can. And I want to plan them out so much so that I'm free to have fun on set when I'm filming and with who I'm filming with. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm heading to, where I want to make short films on this channel. That's the main thing I want to do. I'm open to doing more things like this. I'm fine doing that. If you like this kind of video and are interested in what I have to say, I'm open to it. If I have something to say, then I'll do it again if you like it. Also, I'm open to breaking down my short films, saying like all the things that I learned, and then also kind of how I did it and stuff. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know as well. But like I said, the main thing I do on here is short films. I haven't said in this whole video, but my name's Luke, obviously, if you look at the name of this channel. But yeah, so I'm excited about this. I'm ready to get back into this. Also, this video is kind of like a 100 subscriber special. So for those of you that have subscribed, thank you. And for those that haven't, please do so. And please comment, please like, please share. Please watch my short films. I'd appreciate it. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you can learn from my mistakes, this big journey that I've kind of been on, this 2 years journey. It's like 40 years in the wilderness, but my 2 years kind of in the wilderness, trying to kind of figure this all out, get back to a point that I can start this at the healthier mindset, be fine with not necessarily being successful. If I am successful, great. Obviously, I want people to see my videos. I want to do better. I want to get better, but I just want to have fun with this, and I want to make videos that people enjoy. So I've gone on way longer than I wanted, but I appreciate you watching this. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.